Oh, I gotta do the thing. I don't even know what I'm. Where
We're
I'm
out of
at.
practice.
We're out. Here we go.
It was
It's been a
so loud
while.
for me. It was so loud. I don't know what's wrong. Everything's screaming in my ears. Hi, welcome to the podcast of the Peaceful Army, where we're really professional and we know how to work our technology all the time.
All the time.
It's never broken, and actually, we never take breaks ever.
No. Did you ever Oh, hi, I'm Zoe, by the way. I'm your other co-host. But did you ever watch Gen X Pen back in the day?
How what?
Gen X Pen, she was a YouTuber. And
Gen X Pen. I can confidently say I did not.
she put out a book that was like really professional internet person or something like that. So I'm like, that's kind of me. I'm a really
Us.
professional internet person.
Very us.
Yes, us coded.
So professional. It is, but we missed you guys.
We
Welcome,
missed
welcome
you.
back to us,
We
to you,
we
to the
we
Greta world.
accidentally missed a week. Oops.
Well, you know what? Greta was on sabbatical for a little bit as well. It was Pride Month. What are you gonna do? Josh was in Palm Springs fucking it up. I was in Indiana, also fucking it up.
I was on the East Coast crying.
Well,
Well,
happy Pride, everybody.
happy Pride. Um, do you want to talk about the Josh posts?
Uh, you know what? It gives me. I don't want to talk about it, but I will say this. It gives me much comfort knowing that while I was screaming Red Wine Supernova by Chapel Roan, Josh was somewhere also screaming Red Wine Supernova. That gave me a lot of love and joy in my heart. Hate Bound by Fear will unwind due
Mhm.
to Chapel Roan. And that's
Yeah.
on period.
On period.
He boots the house. And now it's illegal to be gay because it's July.
Can't believe that.
We have to go back to being straight, god damn it.
Darn.
Just kidding. It's Pride Month 2 now.
2.0.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot to celebrate this month.
I know. I can't wait. Specifically, what it's called a block party, right? Parking lot party?
Party. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's even bigger than a block.
Mhm.
Okay. I cannot
It's a whole
wait.
parking lot.
It's a whole parking lot, and I am so ready to come celebrate with y'all and the fucking parent Kiskas. You guys are like, y'all are girl bossing so close to the sun. It's crazy. I'm specifically talking about you and Maddie, and I just feel like I am in the presence of royalty because you guys got invited to go there.
Should I give a breakdown for the Gresties who might not know what's
Yes,
going on?
because
Okay.
I know they're dying to hear because I also have not heard all the details.
Okay. So one night in May, I was scrolling through Facebook and I follow the House of Greta on Facebook, which is, I think, is part of Colonel Benny's Popcorn and Frankenmuth. They're like connected to each other or something, but there's like a
Anna said it's
museum
like that.
upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah. So the House of Greta has like merchandise and items, collectible items and stuff like that that are like curated to be Greta. And it's in Frankenmuth, so I follow them. I've gotten the popcorn before. So yummy. So yummy.
I thought they're
Um,
just for the popcorn.
girl, you gotta get the Starcatcher popcorn. That was
Okay, I will.
good. Eee. Um, so I saw that they were doing this parking lot party and they were like calling all artists, and I was like, oh, that's me. I do art. But I was like sitting there and second guessing myself because I was like, I have two colored pencil portraits. And I was like, that's not enough. And then I didn't even like think about the dolls because honestly, um, I feel like not embarrassed. Like I used to feel more embarrassed about it, but I saw again, this is just GVFT ruining my life, but they were like, people who make dolls of the boys are fucking weird. And I was like,
Public service
okay.
announcement again. Don't look at GVFT, by the way, everybody out there.
If you don't know what GVFT is, it's a Tumblr blog where people can submit anonymous statements and falsities and horrible
People just
things.
be
It's
hating.
just is a cesspool.
They said, side note, they said that after they saw that Josh signed it all of himself, and they were like, "That's gross, that's cringe." It's like, baby girl, if you're jealous, just say it.
Yeah, true. But
Anyway,
anyway, I saw that and I like felt really embarrassed about it. And I know Karen, Mama Kiska, is associated with House of Greta, so I didn't want to send in the dolls and have her be like, "This girl's a fucking creep. Get her away from Frankenmuth," you know?
so far from it, dude. So
Uh,
far from it.
I know, I'm gonna, like, cry about it in a
I
minute,
love it.
probably. But I had sent it to our friend Maddie. If you don't know who Maddie is, you might have seen her on Jake Kiska's story.
Yeah.
Her jacket, she did the embroidered jacket of Jake. Well, she didn't embroider it. She designed it, and then Ethereal Thread Co. Embroidered it. So she's famous. But
Visibly famous.
she does digital art and paintings and like all this stuff. So I was like, we should apply. But at that point, I just still didn't even know what I was going to apply with and why and whatnot. And then we went into Charleston and
Mhm.
Pittsburgh, and then I was off to Florida. Like I had like 2 crazy weeks of just like basically not being home.
Mhm.
And I think the application date had just kind of flew by me and I didn't even
Come by.
realize. And I was like,
It happens.
crap, I don't know what to do. And then Maddie got accepted, and I was like, that's great. We were going to go together anyways, you know, because we had planned on going even if we didn't get accepted. But
Mhm.
she was like, I got accepted. And I was like, oh, man, I should have just applied. Like, I would have loved to have been there and to like also be a vendor, but I'm still obviously going to support Maddie because I love Maddie and, you know, oh well if I didn't get it.
Mhm.
But I was like just sitting there after she was telling me about it and I was feeling really like upset at myself for not taking the risk. And I was just starting to get all in my head. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just reach out to them? Maybe they
Why not?
don't have a crochet vendor. Maybe they don't
Yeah.
have textile art. Maybe they're going to love the dolls. So
Maybe.
I email them and I'm like, hey, I know you said you've accepted all the applications. I just want to throw my name in the hat in case somebody drops out, in case you don't have this. Like, I do dolls of the boys, and I have other stuff on my Etsy too. Like, I do crochet, I do art, I do like all these different avenues. So if you have a space that you need to fill, even if it's the tiniest table in the corner of the tent, like, I'll take it. Um, so they were like, we're going to review and then we'll get back to you. And I was like, okay.
Because they hadn't come out with the names yet.
No, they had it. And we were so it'd been like a day had passed and you, me, and Eliza were filming the episode last week or 3 weeks ago now at this point. And I was like, "Oh my god," like freaking out during that whole thing because I was like, like I don't know what's going to happen."
Mhm.
And Maddie's like texting me while we're in the episode and she's like, "Hey, how's your night going?" And I was like, "What does this fucking creep know that I
Being
don't?"
very normal and cool. She knows we're filming too. Like,
Yeah. So, I, like, go to check my email, and I was flabbergasted. They were like, "We want you," and I was like, "Ah!" So, I called Maddie, because in the email it said, you know, like, "Maddie put in a word for you," or whatever, and I called her, I was like, "You fucking bitch, I love you!" Like, I was, like, yelling but loving her so hard. I was in tears on my kitchen
Mhm.
floor. I did a shot of tequila and, of Camarena for the boys, like, I was like, "Oh my god." And to some people, you might be like, "Loser," but, like, this is a really exciting moment as an artist to
It
be
is.
recognized, and also the email
Mm.
said, "Thanks," with from the woman that's organizing it, and Karen. I was like,
Uh-huh. 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 Even, I mean, to like take Greta away from it completely, it's a huge deal to be accepted to this so that your art gets even more like, like people will see it and you'll get exposure.
I know.
But
Look,
to on
look at
top of
these
that,
guys.
exactly, look at them. They're so cute. Okay, if you're just listening and you hear me randomly laughing, it's because the Apple thumbs up little bubbles keep
Bubble.
randomly popping up. No, but yeah, like it's huge. You needed that win so much, and I'm so happy that that happened because like you deserved it so much, and I'm so excited to go see it and go and see everybody. It's gonna be so
I
good.
know. Yeah, I'm excited. I think we're gonna have Maddie on after the event so we can
Yes.
discuss it further. But
Yeah.
we're all gonna be there. Lindsay's
Hmm.
gonna beep beep over to the Michigan part of the Midwest.
Yeah, because I'm the Midwest Grestie, so
I
I
know
just
you
get to
are.
drive on up.
I have seen 3 new Midwestern states. Is that
Yeah.
true? This year?
Indiana, Missouri, which is Midwestern mostly.
Did we drive
Everybody.
through Illinois?
We did drive through Illinois. Yeah, that was
So
all of the corn that you
4
saw.
technically. I'm gonna
Wow.
be go. I will have visited 4 Midwest states this year that I've never visited before.
I'm gonna get her to come to Nashville. We're gonna do a little trip to Nashville.
I've I've never been to Tennessee.
Tennessee. We're gonna go to Nashville at some point. So once we get you there, then we'll also go to Chicago, and then you'll have seen everything I've seen, and that's all you need to see. Nothing
Perfect.
else.
Also, we're not going to Nashville just for the guys. We're going to Nashville
No,
because Nashville's cool.
okay. Well, that's another thing too, is like if we're really to, debunk GBFT, everybody being like, ew, going to Nashville for the boys is weird. Ew, going to Frankenmuth for the boys is weird. Those are both tourist locations, okay? People go there who have no fucking clue who Greta is. I go to Nashville. It's a 4-hour drive from where I'm at. I go to Nashville for concerts because concerts in Nashville are iconic. So
Yeah.
yeah, am I going there also in my heart knowing like, Greta's here? Yeah, because I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
You're not gonna go try to like run down the streets to try to find them. We're just like there. Like there's a
No.
mural there. There's like
No.
stuff there. Also,
Yeah.
our dear friend Amanda Mamana, who just released an
Yeah.
album, just moved there, and she's gonna be
Go
killing
stream
it
it.
in Nashville. If you haven't listened to her album,
Hmm.
go listen to it. I can't wait to go to Nashville because I wanna coordinate it when she's doing a performance or something because
Yeah.
I wanna see her again because
Oh,
she
that
was
would be
so
so
good
cool.
live. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh man, I want to see her live now. That would be so freaking cool. We didn't even get to jam when we met.
Loser, loser, you didn't even get to
Whatever.
go.
Fuck you.
Just kidding, I love you.
I love you. I miss you. We haven't listen. Guys, we do talk when we're not on the podcast, but we do. I've. It's we've been in and out. I feel like it's been a while.
It's also just
It's
been
been
like
crazy.
you'd think that being a teacher and you having all the time, a
No.
lot of time off, that I'd see you and talk to you more, but no, like it makes it
Hmm.
harder almost, you know?
Well, yeah, especially because I'm not on a schedule, so I will take my time, but it also is like I'm also going to a new school, so I'm like setting up the rooms and I'm teaching 6th through 12th. It's a lot. Y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm like
Yeah.
setting up my classroom. If anybody knows teachers, it's like I don't really get a break. I do get a break, but I don't really. So
Yeah.
it is
So
what it is.
it's been a while, which always I feel like makes for a fun podcast episode because we have a
Yeah.
lot to talk about, but we're also
Thanks for a
a
long
little
one.
disorganized. We're
Yeah.
disorganized,
So
guys.
sorry, guys, if it's a little crazy, but we have a lot to catch up on, and I know you want to hear about it. So you're gonna sit there and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way, just
No.
just chilling, just vibing, or in a
Wake
weird
up,
way. I don't know.
get
Do what
out
you
of
want.
bed. I need that touch again.
That touch. That man is gonna kill me. I swear to God. I
How did
swear to God.
how did Wet Josh make you feel? Because Wet Jake
I,
put me 8 feet deep. Eliza put Jake back in the dungeon underneath the dungeon, and
he
then
needs
underneath
back
one
in.
more.
She let him out. He got wet in Sweden. He needs to go immediately
He
back.
played harmonica.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Here's the thing. Wash, as he's colloquially known,
I forgot it was Wash.
I he's just such a funny little I just love him so much, but like yeah, no. They really do. They know. They know they're hot and yeah. Yeah, that's all I'll say on it.
Okay, they know they're hot, but also when they're not on stage, they are all freaking grandpas. I
Oh
swear.
yeah.
They like just raided some old man's closet and were like, this is good. This works. Like
Yeah.
Jake wearing that belt in the airport and that loose fitting shirt, I was like,
I love it.
oh,
He looked like a little cowboy. He looked like a California cowboy.
he looks so good. And then
Josh is
did you
never beating the peepaw allegations, but I like peepaw, so
what's Jake? What would Jake's grandpa name be?
oh, Papa. I think he's a Papa.
I think he's a papa.
Yeah, I think he'd be Papa.
Yeah. Danny?
Grandpa.
He's just grandpa. You know what? I could see Sam as a Gramps. He's just Gramps.
G-Paw.
G-Paw.
Listen, I don't like the weird not okay, I'm not trying to call anybody's culture weird, but like PP or like Mimi. You know, I don't like those. It's weird. My grandpa is my grandpa. That is it. Like the weird names are I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
have a fun name for my grandpa only because I couldn't say Grampy and it came out the way that it came out. And then when he asked me, he was like, you know, you can just call me Grandpa. And 7-year-old me was like, no, I named you. You're Dante. Because I couldn't
Dante.
say
Okay.
Grampy, so it's Dante.
That makes sense. That's like a kid like kids can say D's better than they can say G's. That makes sense. But
Yep,
anytime it starts to sound too cutesy, I'm like, it's weird.
it's
Okay,
weird.
also, talking about weird language. Danny, love you. Never, ever, ever canceling Danny. However, Chipmunker is on thin fucking ice. He's out there saying glizzy.
Chipmunker, watch your day.
Your days are
Watch
numbered.
your days are numbered.
Because I already don't fuck with golfers because they're out there doing what for 5 hours? Yeah, no, I don't trust them.
Golfing. Hidden
Yeah,
balls.
balls.
Putting them in holes, you know?
Anyway, it's too. It's too. It just. Yeah, no, it doesn't rub
But
me the right way.
I feel like golfing can be fun, but if you make it too preppy, then I'm like,
It's so preppy.
yeah, but sometimes golfing can be a fun thing to go do with the bros, you know? But like,
I wouldn't know. I'm not one of the bros.
well, I've never gone actual golfing, but Chip Bunker, you could take me
Hmm.
mini golfing any day.
Likely story. See, I don't even like mini golfing. I don't even fuck with like bowling. Sorry. I know. Okay.
Okay,
Here's
wait.
what
What kind of bowling do you have in your area though?
like normal fucking bowling. I just okay. It's gross. The balls are like sticky.
Well,
Like
yeah. Yeah, all that aside. I mean, like, what kind of pins do you have? Like the normal looking bowling? Because we have
yeah.
like 4 different types of bowling out here. We have
Connecticut.
candle pin, which is like the
Candle
tall,
pin.
tall ones and tiny balls like this. So
Oh,
they're
I've
like
seen that.
handhelds. And then we have duck pins, which are shorter pins with the same tiny balls. Then we have the big ball one too. So we
Okay.
have a lot
Well,
of different types of bowling out here.
all of which I probably will not uh, be doing or
And
anyone,
you're lame for that.
honestly. Sorry, sorry. I would rather just listen. I don't need an excuse to sit and yap with my friends. Is the thing. Like if I have to get up and go touch that nasty
No,
ball simply for us to sit and like drink a beverage, I'm like, why don't we just go?
no, it's not about that. It's the competitiveness and making fun of your friends who
I'm
get
also
gutter
not competitive.
balls.
See, that's
Oh,
me. That's me. Now we've gotten to the real root of the.
you're bad at bowling, so you don't like to do it. Okay.
Fuck you. No, I'm really good
How
at
can you not
Weeble.
like mini golf? What the hell is wrong with
It's
you?
stupid. Here's the thing. When you live in the Midwest and you have there's no okay, there's like not that many things to do, okay? So when you go to mini golf on like 6 different dates and they're all shitty, then yeah, you don't like it anymore.
Dude,
Sorry. Sorry, Chip Bunker.
you didn't grow up with did you grow up with an indoor glow in the dark mini golf place? Because that changed mini
No,
golf
that
for
kind
me
of sounds
forever.
fun. That
It's
kind of sounds a lot of
so
fun.
We had a
Laser
monster-themed
tag.
one. I get so
I like
winded
laser
during
tag.
laser tag. I'll leave there and I'll be like
Asthma attack inside.
because they put the fog in so you could see the lasers, and then you're
Uh,
running, and the last time I did laser tag, there were 6 of us, and it was a really small course, so we were, like, basically on each other's tails the whole time, so you had no time to catch your breath, and I, like, literally had to step out. I was like, "Nobody shoot me, I am wheezing, I need to go sit down," because I
eat
was
my
like
inhaler.
like, I could not breathe in there. I'm not even asthmatic, I just couldn't breathe because I'm out of shape so bad because I just sit here and make these silly guys all day.
LOL. They're so cute though. If you are listening, we've moved to the basement studio,
Mhm.
and Oliver Reed and Red Rocks, Josh are behind her. Oh my god, I went to a concert at Red Rocks. It was gorgeous.
Yes.
Literally
Yeah.
gorgeous. So I drove to not drove. Good god, that'd be a crazy drive. We flew to
Whoa.
Denver to see Mother Mother. It's awesome.
Slay.
And I the whole time I was just like, Greta.
Greta. I
Literally
know. I
Greta.
look
It would have
back
been
at
so
that
iconic.
the, like, audience and stuff and how
Mm.
big it looks. Is it as big as it looks on the video?
It is grand. It is not as large, obviously, as like a stadium, but I'm trying to think of
Right.
like a comparable.
It's like an amphitheater, right?
It is an amphitheater, so it goes really far back, but like there is no bad seat in the house. Like we were maybe half of the way back, and we could have even gotten closer. It's like open seating. It's all general admission. Um,
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
all like you just get there really early if you want a seat at the front. It is in a state park, so you have to do a little bit of walking.
Mhm.
But it's gorgeous, and like the sound engineering, and even honestly like whoever was in charge of like footage, right? Like following the people, just like great cinematography, great sound. Like it did not take a lot to make it a really good show. It's just really well engineered and just gorgeous. Like you look around, it was raining for some of it, and I didn't even care because it was just like you just feel really like connected to nature, but then you're also like in your element, and like it's a really cool feeling. And I just know that like seeing Greta there it would have changed my life. I just know it would have.
Yeah. I love it when it rains a little bit at concerts, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was Green Day where my
Hmm.
mom and I went together. I think that was it. And it was like an amphitheater, but half of it was covered and the rest was like open seating and then lawn. So we were right at the front of the open seating and it started to rain. So the band and everybody's going to keep playing because they're
Yeah.
inside. So we got like rained on a little bit, but it was the summer. It was kind of hot.
Hmm.
So like also like feel the rain on your skin. No one else
Yeah.
can feel it for you.
Only you can let it in. Duh.
Exactly. No one else. No one else.
Can speak the words on your lips. Period.
Yeah.
I have tried really hard to like be out in nature as much as possible this summer, and yeah, it's been really nice. So maybe
Oh,
that's why Chimp Bunker likes golf. I don't know. Ugh.
it does kind of make you like go out for a long period of time and there's an activity to do. Um, golfing
Mm-hmm.
is not my favorite thing in the world, but hitting balls with sticks is, I think, fun. It's a little bit like of a rage release at some points where you're like, "Gah," you know? It is
Have you ever
very
been to a rage
precise.
room?
No, I feel like I need
Go to a
one
rage. I want to go to a
in
rage
my
room.
closet, just like
That is funny. You put
well,
yourself back in the closet for a rage room.
yeah.
You
Well, the thing for me is I did martial arts for, like, 7 years of my life. So, I was
need
used
to
to, like,
teach me how to.
punching things and getting my energy out almost every day of the week.
Hmm.
I was an instructor and a student, so I was there all the time, just, like, getting that rage out. But
You were an
I don't
instructor?
I was an instructor, yeah.
Wow, the lives we led before Greta.
The lives we led. Yeah, I was an instructor. I taught, like, the little kids.
Aw, that's
So,
probably cute.
yeah. But, like, when I was practicing for my black belt test, I was there every day and punching stuff and kicking stuff and just running all of my negative energy out.
I
And I
like
feel
that.
like I need that again, but it's a lot of work and very expensive to get into a martial art.
It's a lot of work, like a lot, a lot. I've been not remembering how much work it is to perform, and I was doing a couple things this summer and just like the boys like they I mean, everybody's talking about like, you know, Taylor Swift 3-hour show, right? And like she probably has a workout routine that is comparable to NFL, comparable to maybe not Olympian, but like, high level. Chappell Roan, she's running all over the stage. Like
Yep.
it is hard work to be like a rock star, right? And I just forgot how exhausting it is. Even if you're just standing there, it is so, man, it's exhausting. So
I can
more.
barely go to the store most days. I can't imagine playing for thousands.
Mhm. But they're doing a really good job, and now they're in Europe, and
And I'm gonna be there.
you're literally gonna be there, and I am so jealous, but I'm so happy that you're gonna be there. I know that Royal Albert Hall is gonna just be, like, so special. It's a special evening with Greta Van fucking Fleet.
I know. I'm like shaking in my boots a little bit because I have
Mhm.
no idea what to wear. Like, I gotta
You
go classy.
Yeah. You need,
So,
like, something silk.
ooh, silk.
Uh,
Okay. I have a velvet little like cocktail dress that I was like, maybe I can
cute.
dress this up too, but I don't want
How's
anything
Cooper
too.
dressing?
How is he dressing? Like a boy. So,
Does he have a colorful suit?
no.
Ah. You guys could go cocktail evening.
Well, I don't know how to dress him because he doesn't know how to dress himself. So we're just in a
He
constant loop of like, what do you like? No, I don't know. So,
he needs to be queer-eyed.
yeah.
He
Oh my
would do
god.
really good at that. He'd be
Yeah.
great on that show.
Excuse
Oh my
me,
god,
Tan France.
exactly. Cooper also dropped an EP.
Cooper did
Hello?
drop an EP. My boyfriend, who does
That's him.
music, put out
Yeah,
his first album. I love being surrounded by musically inclined people. Like, I didn't
you're
have
in-home rock star.
yeah, I didn't have a lot of this growing up. Like, my dad was putting on Korn in the car and, like, screaming, and my mom was techno girl. So I, like, didn't have, like, cutesy music to sing along to really until
Yeah.
a later point in my life, and now I'm, like,
Yeah.
surrounded by all these talented musicians, and I'm like, "Guys, give me some."
Give to me. Hey, you're playing piano or not piano, but guitar slowly but surely.
I am getting so much better at You're the One. You wouldn't
You
even
really
believe
are. You can go at, like, a regular speed now, which is incredible.
I just have a tough time with that D to G chord
It's
change,
far. It's a far switch. Yeah.
but,
I almost
like,
flipped everybody off.
Cooper's my boyfriend, his best friend, teaches guitar, and he was like, "Oh, do it like this, and then you could just go like this." I'm like, "My hand looks like I'm about to mangle somebody. What do you mean just do that? Like,
Just do
I
that.
can't." So then I think
Oh, is
about,
he
like
talking about the wraparound?
he's talking about, like, do the G, but put your ring finger on the string above where your pinky is with the
Yeah.
G, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay," and then he's like, "Then you can just turn your hand, keep that finger on the 2nd string, and turn it into a D," and I was like,
Mhm. He's right.
"Uh-uh, I can't
I
do that."
never I never don't play that G. I'm literally just flipping people off. "Hey, guys, what if
Hey,
Apple made."
it just censors it automatically.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I miss this. We're just
Me
yapping
too.
about nothing at this point. Wait, we have a list, though. What do we.
We do have a list, I have it right here. We talked about the Royal Albert, so
Yes.
we also just I put up, a reel. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Sentence came out finally, of everyone's predictions. But I'd like to dive into that a little more because there are some like people have big hopes for this event, and I don't want anybody to get too excited about it because I don't want this to be another MSG situation.
Yeah.
But
Whatever whatever it is, it'll be very special, whether it's very different or not, right? Like, it's going to be special simply because of
right,
where they're at.
I will say Greta Van Fleet. If you play the same fucking 10 songs
Uh,
at this show and don't use the opportunity to have an orchestra,
mm,
I
mm.
will find you, I'll hug
I
you,
will
but then
kill
I'll really give you a stern talking to.
I'll
But
strangle you in your sleep.
no. Okay. Um, no, but
Allegedly.
so Royal Albert, right? It seems like most artists in the past,
Mhm.
they record there, they have an orchestra, and it goes to Spotify, or maybe we'll get a special release vinyl. That's happened for a few too, and I'm thinking if we're comparing it to things they've done in the past, I don't think this is going to be a Red Rocks. I don't think we're gonna
No,
get a Red Rocks again. I think that was like
yeah,
our one
it was
cool
special.
opportunity. And if we are gonna get a Red Rocks, we're not gonna know for a little while because they
Yeah,
released Red Rocks a year
a
after it
while.
happened,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
So it could be a while before we see anything if
True.
they do that. So my thing,
True.
I think they're gonna do vinyls.
That'd be
I
so cool.
think they'll probably put it on Spotify. I don't think they should miss that opportunity because I think
Oh,
that's gonna be special.
well, yeah, they I don't know. I feel like I'm also thinking about the RCA versions, right? Like, when are
Yeah.
they gonna, like, when are they gonna do that? Like, we should be able to stream those too.
Well, I think maybe this was a practice for the RCA, and that's like they were trying to coordinate what it would sound like to have their music with the orchestra in it. So this was like, let's record it and get content out
Whoa.
of this, and then
Yeah.
when we go over to Royal Albert, or
Because
maybe
you
this
know
was
that
like their submission to Royal Albert. Maybe they had to show them that they could play their music with an orchestra.
I have this okay, if we're to believe that there will be an orchestra, they have to play Stardust Chords, and I will be I'll be sobbing, but I'll be so happy for you, but I'll just die, and I will need to have that vinyl. I will need to have
Yeah, it's probably gonna be expensive, but
it.
I'll
I
be
don't
right
care.
there.
You will.
Um,
You'll be in the mix.
yeah,
You
I'll
guys are
be in
gonna have
there
so much
somewhere going,
fun. They'll actually specifically come up to you.
yeah, I'll
You
be like, "Hi, listen to the podcast of the Peaceful Army, streaming on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple
and
Podcasts."
Apple everywhere you can catch a pod. No, but it's gonna be so fucking special, and you guys are gonna have so much fun anyway. What else are you guys doing there?
That's a great question.
You haven't planned anything else?
No. We're gonna do a
That's
dinner
good.
for Cooper,
Yeah.
because his birthday will be right after that trip. We didn't celebrate our anniversary because I was away,
Mm,
um, and then so we're gonna celebrate there. And we did all the, like, big touristy stuff last time, like, we did the Eye, which, guys, if you're visiting London, I have a few top things that I'll tell you about that we did last time that I feel like we don't need to do again, but that I
right.
love. Um, don't do the Uber boats. I had such a bad experience with the Uber boats. Don't do that. They made us wait an hour and a half for a freaking Uber boat and wouldn't refund us until the boat just never showed up. So, great. We love the Harry Potter exhibit, the studio tour. Girl,
I would
that
I would die. I would love
that
it.
was insane. And just like
We
the
don't
gifts
stand
tour.
rolling, but we do stand the artists who are creating that content.
Yes. So we did the studio tour and we went to the graphic design house that did a lot of the stuff for Harry Potter. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, go to Minalima. They're in Soho, I think. And they have like original prints of stuff.
So cool.
They're doing like remakes of the Harry Potter books in their style. It's so
Nice.
cool, and if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll love it. Um we did the London Eye, which was cool. I
Mhm.
like that. Don't know if it was worth the price. Um And then other touristy things, we didn't do any, like, tours, but so we might wanna do, like, the Tower of London. We didn't do that
Oh, that'd
last
be
time.
cool. That'd be really cool.
Um, and we didn't do any of the museums, not that I wanna see all that Britain has colonized,
Right?
but it would be cool to see some of the Egyptian stuff. It would also just make me feel really sad about how they got
Yeah.
it, you know?
And I don't know, I can't speak for the ethics of Denver, the Denver Museum, but we went to the Denver Art Museum when we were there, and it was so, like, I don't know, I always feel like I underestimate how fun museums and, like, art museums are, you know? Like, they just
Yeah,
are really fascinating, and I feel like they did a pretty good job of, like, everything that they did have. They, like, had a whole, like, indigenous art section that was, like, made specifically, like, for Denver art, or, like, on loan from, like, places who I assume got things ethically, I don't know, but Yeah,
Oh, we had
it was
the
a really
opposite
beautiful
in
place.
Charleston. They had to, like, take out
Huh,
parts of
I
their
wonder
museum.
why.
Yeah. They
In
had to take out
Charleston?
parts.
No.
I know, we
Denver's
were
really
like,
cool though.
"We need something to do, let's go to this museum, it's the oldest one in America," and then we were like, it's very clearly the oldest one in
Yeah.
America." It
Yeah.
was
Oh,
cute,
Lord.
but,
Oh, that's so
don't need to go
funny.
again.
I wouldn't go again. We were gonna go to the Weed Church in Denver. We didn't get to though.
Fun.
It
Ugh.
is very fun. Yeah.
Alright, back on track.
Yes.
We're getting more video
We are.
content than we usually do,
I
and I
feel
was in
like
one!
you were literally in it. Your face was in it. And Josh's
Just
ass.
just part of it, you know?
Just part of it.
So,
A little bit. I feel like that's gonna be if we don't get like something really crazy from Rob or Hall or like whatever. I know that that's gonna be the next thing. Like we are going to get a Starcatcher documentary. I know we are,
I think
and
there's something really special about this era that they're trying to capture.
yeah,
I don't I don't
absolutely.
know what I don't know what's gonna come of it, but when you have that much footage, like, Lewis is recording a lot, and they're
Oh yeah,
posting probably a very
very
trace
minute part of
amount,
it.
yeah, of
Hmm.
what they have. So I'm
No, one
like,
hundred percent. They
"What
have
are they
to
gonna
be.
do?"
I mean, they've been recording voiceovers and stuff since the beginning before we even knew what we were listening to. So I guarantee you there's a full length Starcatcher film in the works. Like truly. I am so like hopeful that that's going to be a thing because it really feels like this stuff is way too high caliber just to be media fodder, you know? Like it's got to be part of something.
Yeah, and I think too, there are a lot more artists coming out with movies, not just Taylor Swift, but
Mhm.
the band Ghost just came out with something too that was in the theaters. Like, I feel like it was a big thing of the early 2000s, and now
Mhm.
it's, like, picking back up again.
I mean, that's the music industry in general right now. Like everybody keeps saying like, "Oh, recession pop is back." Like, "Welcome back Lady Gaga, Chaperone." Like Charlie XCX's album that just came out was like there's a whole one that's like about club classics. It's so
Yeah,
I'm so excited, not excited for what that has to say about the economy. But all the music that's coming right now is just really really good.
I love Charlie XCX's album. That's,
She's fun.
like,
I've only listened through half.
I've only been listening to, like, blues and rock for so long that I put that on and I was like, "I forgot how much I love to
Bumpin'
just,
Brat.
like, do
Yeah.
this with my head," you know? So, it's a nice vibe change up.
I want to go to the club with you again. Oh.
I If they start playing good music at the clubs again, I'll go back to the clubs.
They are. They are. I've been several gay club. Like the gay club.
That's the
But
thing, we have one subpar gay club around here, and the only
lame.
night that it's, like, really gay is, like, Thursday nights.
Wait, the gay club is only gay on Thursday nights?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Why?
And then we have, like, a gay bar that does, like, karaoke and drag queens, but it's not, like, a club.
Period.
It's a bar.
Can't shake ass.
I
Can't
mean, you
shake ass
could,
to
but
just a small town girl. We were at a karaoke bar last night for my sibling's birthday, and I had Jakey from Jakey's Journey, who
who's that?
our wonderful co-host made a little Jakey doll. He's not here. I just sent him to Natalie today, but I took him to the bar. I kept him clean, mind you. He was clean, he was safe, but I took him to the gay bar. Not the gay bar, but the karaoke bar cuz Midwest
Slay.
Dive, come on. He had to go. He had to
He
go.
had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, or if you wanna be a part of it, I can tack you onto the project, but I've been sending around one of my mini Jake dolls to fellow
Mhm.
Gresties. So he's been to Michigan, he
He's been
went to
everywhere.
Florida, he went to Disney
Yeah,
and Universal, and he met Jack Sparrow at
he did.
Disney.
He did.
So, shout out
He
to, I think it was Danny that took Jakey to Disney and got him with Jack. I was like, "Oh
He's
my
looking at him
god."
like and there's I put in a little like a photo book for people's photos. He honestly had a very restful time with me in Indianapolis because it's the
Good.
dog days of summer.
He needs
Um,
it.
He needed it. And you know what? It was, they were on break. I was on break. Like, we're all on break. It's okay. But it's really fun to look at all this stuff. It's like our own little like Flat Stanley, like Greta Flat Stanley.
Yeah,
It's so cute and
exactly.
fun. And everybody in the bar was like, "What is that?" And then they were like pleasantly surprised. And I took him to dinner, and like our waiter was like, "Oh my god, he's so cute." It was fun.
Just a little guy.
He's just a
Yeah,
little guy.
it's been really fun so far to see like where people have been, like because he went to Nashville, he was on vacation with somebody, he went
Mm,
to the Charleston he went with somebody to the Charleston show, not actually to the show,
hmm
but to
Yeah,
Charleston. Um, so he's been like kind of everywhere, which is nice. And I have the box, and I've been trying not to like tell anybody. Like anytime someone's unboxing it, I don't look at like
yeah.
the inside. Like I'll look at
You're
them
gonna
getting excited, but
you're gonna love what you see. It's just a very cool, like, I don't know. It really was what I needed. Like he came to me in a very rough week this past week, and I just was like very, maybe a week and a half ago at this point. I don't know. It's been a little bit more than 7 days. Sorry. Um, but like it was just very sweet to see all of these people like take such care and like show their towns, and like I'm about to move from the town that I'm in, so it was really cool to like take him to like the very few touristy things that we did. And like, I don't know, it was just cute. It's a really like fun way to explore your own like town and share it. And there's a whole diary that goes along with him, and it's fun to like see people's stories. I wrote mine from Jake's perspective most of the
oh,
time.
cute, love it,
It's
third
very cute.
person.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm excited for that, and I feel like it's. I don't know, maybe I'll do more.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be a really cool way to connect a lot of people. I have like a mini thing of bracelet trading going on in there. I don't know if I explained
Mhm.
the directions all that well, but I was just like,
Kind
put
of
your bracelets in
jazz.
there, share it. I don't know.
People have put so many fun things in there. It's a very fun little like open box and like bracelet sharing. It's just really cute. It's like all the fun stuff about going to a concert and meeting people from different cities, but like in a box, and then like you just get to like open it up. It was fun to like go through. I showed it all to my sibling. I was like, "And look, he went to Tennessee and then he went to New York and here's his taxi and blah blah blah." It was fun.
Yeah. That's cute. I mean, he's been going around, I think, since
Jake gets
around like
around.
he gets around. I think he's been going around since the end of April. So like
Yeah.
he's been out for a while. I haven't seen him in
And he got to hang
2 months.
out with his brothers. If you're listening, I'm showing my Danny and my Josh and my
They're so
Grogu.
cute. They're
Oh
cute
yeah,
together.
they
But
are.
I implore you guys to start a fun little mail thing with your friends.
Pen pals are the best. Like, especially I feel like when we aren't connected by concerts, it's a very fun time.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I love send like when we were sending out our postcards and some people sent some stuff back. Like it just like I'm like, I love you. Like it's such a
that's
genuine
awesome.
thing to like
It
take
is.
the time to write a note,
Yeah.
and send it and put it in the mailbox and then go like it's just very like every step is purposeful and it
Yeah.
feels
If
lovely.
you didn't, maybe I'll regret saying this because then we'll get like a million people. But I don't care actually because I love sending Gresty mail. But if you didn't get a bracelet and you want a bracelet, I will send you a bracelet. I got you. I have so many of them.
You do.
I
You have
really
lots. I'm running out. I have just this mere bag of bracelets left. I've
smear bag of
dwindled.
like 20.
Well, a lot of those are ones I traded with. So,
Oh, cute.
but
Cute.
um yeah, this has been I think there's been a lot of like reflective reflections going on lately. I feel like with the both of us and what our involvement in the community is and how we feel about Greta and how we
Mm-hmm.
feel about the fans and how that makes us feel about it overall, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's been a very reflective time in our lives and it's nice to just see the nice parts again.
Yeah. I think we get caught up in and I saw people talking about this with Pride too. I don't know if anybody um, is seeing the discourse about that or was seeing the discourse about this over the
I
past
don't know if
month.
anybody's gay or what, like
Well, I don't know if anybody is as chronically on gay internet as much as I am. There's probably many more people who are much more chronically on gay internet as I am. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's similar to the Greta fandom in that, I don't know, there was a lot of discourse about like who's allowed at Pride online and like,
Mhm.
what we should be like championing, or like who, there was a lot of people that were like, bi boyfriends like don't come, right? Boyfriends of bi women.
Hey,
Um,
Cooper is as much of an ally and in support of the LGBT community as
mhm,
me, the queer community. We watch Drag Race almost every night. We
mhm,
are in this together,
mhm.
guys.
When I came over to your house, me and Liana and Maddie, guess who was on the couch with us watching an hour of thirst TikToks of Greta? It was Cooper.
Yep.
And he knew everything. He knew all the lingo. No, but it I think it's the same thing of like, nobody at physical pride. I went to 3 different prides in Indianapolis because I was trying to get as many ones as I could. Nobody there cares about what you're, I mean, people obviously, like, labels are important to a lot of people, but nobody cares if you don't have a label, if you're just an ally, if you are, this, that, and the other. It's just a celebration and a recognition that the first pride was a riot, like this was a protest, and like, that is what the physical queer community is about. And that's what I think the Greta community can be at its best, like when we are stepping out of the internet culture of it all, of like all the chatter about stuff that really doesn't matter. Like,
Yep.
I think that's what it really can be. And I think stepping back and like recognizing that a lot of that talk is just stuff that's online was good for us.
Yeah, and I feel like no matter what part of the internet you're on, there is just always going to be stupid discourse. I I know for a fact a majority of you are on a Facebook group that is associated with the town that you live in. If you're a
Yeah,
Facebook user, you've been on the town Facebook post or the neighborhood Facebook, and people love to start shit.
they do.
It's everywhere. It's in the older community. I mean, the older generation. It's in our generation. It's in the generation
Yeah.
before us. People love to start shit on the internet for their own enjoyment. Like, not to make anything better, just because they love to see how fired up people get. Don't give into it and realize that it lives there. It's not,
Hmm.
nobody would say that to your face.
Never.
Nobody's coming up to my face and saying, "You're fucking weird for making dolls." Like, you
Yeah.
know,
And if
this
they
is
are,
all.
I'll fight them.
No, girl, I'll fight them, don't worry.
Thumbs
I got
in.
that.
Thumbs in.
No.
No, not thumbs
Thumbs
in.
on top.
Thumbs. Okay. All right. There we go.
On top of
You
your
haven't.
knuckles.
You didn't teach me.
Okay, everybody, really quick. This is how we throw a punch. We put our hand up, we curl our fingers down our fore, and leave our thumb out. Our thumb crosses over the front 2 knuckles, not
Mm.
underneath, on top here. And then when you punch with these 2 knuckles that your thumbs are holding onto on top. And you hit there. That will help not break your wrist and will get the best punch. There you go. There's your self-defense hack of the day.
There you go. Gresties with guns.
Ugh,
This
muscle
is all we
guns.
need, baby. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, Chip Bunker might like the girls who buy guns, but we are peaceful. The girls who hate cops and buy guns?
No, Danny. I mean, Chip just likes the glizzies. I mean,
Oh my god.
guys,
No, but
we're not going to be allowed on
literally.
the internet anymore.
Yeah, they'll be like, okay, all the bad stuff stays on the internet, but we don't need you to be on the internet anymore, actually. You're done.
You
You can
can go.
retire. You can go.
Mhm.
You're good. And that's all. Our podcast is done.
All right, it's all over. Oh my
No,
god.
no, but it's real. Like, when you, I don't know, I feel like our insular amount of like 15 people that listen like regularly, those are the people I fuck with. Like, those are the people that are in it for the right reasons. And I don't know. Yeah. We talked about that a lot last episode, which honestly
Yeah.
I thought we'd have more backlash, but
Oh, I think everybody's starting to get sick of what's going on online. And I think
good.
the people who were being problematic know, and there are a lot of people who are acknowledging their privilege and are still getting
Good.
hate for it. So I feel like
Mm,
it's not an easy fix.
no.
Obviously, guys, nothing is ever easy in this day and age, but it's I feel like the more we talk about it, the steps will get clearer.
Easier.
I don't know, but we all have to be in it together, and we're waiting.
And Europe is always, it seems like, chiller.
Oh
So
yeah, my light just went out, so if I look crustier, that's why.
you don't. You look adorable. You just, y'all, if you're not watching, she's got a new purple fade. Uh, I chopped my hair off, but you can't
You
see it
did.
because it's dirty. So.
She's bald. She's making fun of
Hey,
people who have hair.
I've thought about it now that now that I really can pretend. I'm like, wait, what if I just shave my head? Oh,
That's crazy. Britney Spears won.
crazy. Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone.
He was right. He was literally right. We need to leave Britney the fuck alone.
Yep. Anyways, we're actually making good time and we've hit all of our points. So I'm going to move right into what I think we want to do next week, which is a collaborative effort between us and you. Well, not next week, in 2 weeks, whatever.
2 weeks. Yeah.
It's a collaborative effort between me and Lindsay and you, the listeners.
Yay!
So if you want your opportunity to be on the podcast, send us a DM on Instagram and we'll try to get you in here. We are looking for people with theories, with things to talk about. If you've had experiences you want to talk about or have seen interesting things, we would love to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try to fit as many people as we can in, but if you have a longer theory, let us know.
We will do the same thing that we did with Eliza. We want to hear your Grestimony. We want to just basically introduce you to the fandom and just have a fun little conversation. Basically just yap. I don't have any worries that anybody who loves Greta enough to want to talk about them like we talk about them will not do well in this scenario, because that's really all we do is we just talk about Greta. So
we just we're gonna try to get a few of you in here, so it's not going to be a full episode length, but it will be enough time where you can introduce yourself, talk about a theory that you might have, and we can have a little banter about it.
Yeah.
So if that sounds good to you, send us a DM. Hit us up in the DMs. All right, we gotta go golfing with Chip Punker, actually, so we're gonna cut the episode a little short. It'll be shorter than last week. We're gonna go get some glizzies with Chip Punker.
I have to remember he's your age. He's younger. It's fine. It's fine.
He's not my age. He's 2 years older than me. A year and a half older than me.
He's your age. That's your age.
I'm turning 24 and he's gonna turn 26 this year, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm closer to Sam's age than Danny's.
Because he's a fucking baby.
Yeah, he's just baby.
I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby.
Anyway.
Guys, go follow us on Instagram, on TikTok. Just look up our name and you'll find us, I'm sure. There's only one podcast of the Peaceful Army, and that's this one.
Search gonna get those peaceful. Weird. Just search up those weird fucking girls who never shut the fuck up about Greta, and they got tattoos, and that's us.
Oh my god, where's my? Oh, there it is. I got scared. I didn't know where my tattoo was.
You're moving your arm around like.
Anyways, we love you guys. Can't wait to see what's in store for the next episode, and I can't wait to hear everyone's theories.
And meet people. Yay.
Yes, that too. All right.
Bye, Gresties.
Bye, Grestie.